Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, everybody. This is Total Nonstop IMPACT. Thanks for Impact Talk for Impact fans. Featured right here on the TNI Network. This is Trent Law, my co-host, Jaybone, Bill, and Alicia. And this is the holiday special for the Christmas week of Impact on Action TV. We're going to do the awards. We got a lot to talk about today. A lot more than I thought we were going to have to talk about today, Jaybone. But
Christmas bone. Oh, Christmas bone.
You gonna slip us the Christmas bone, Jaybone? What's going on here?
Oh dear God!
What's up, everybody? What's going on, guys? Alicia, what's new? Merry Christmas! You guys are in your Christmas sweaters too, which is very nice.
Yeah, getting festive. Yeah, Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Home Alone to get the Festivus going.
I like it. Very nice. Bill, you packed one holiday sweater with you on the road. You made sure to pack a sweater just for this.
Yes, it's the one that I actually got involved in an up north sale with my buddy Dave to get on clearance. Some old Good Brothers merchandise.
Wait, that's a Good Brothers? No way.
Well, it's under their old name.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
A Good Brothers Christmas sweater.
The Christmas OG Club. There
I
we
like
go.
it.
Nice. It's too sweet.
I like it. Jaybone, I got hats on. I got a beard that I'm wearing around my neck because I can't really.
Well, you got no neck anyway.
No neck. No, good old no neck over. I'll do this here. But anyway, guys, we got a guest today to start off the show. This is this is I don't know why I do this to myself. Okay, this is the problem with this situation that's about to happen. It's almost like I'm a masochist here, guys. I figured no better week than Christmas week to basically crucify myself on the baby Jesus' birthday week, and bring on the person who probably hates me more than my ex-wife does at this point. There's only one person, and she's your friend and ours, and she's in the chat every week breaking my balls via written word, but it's gonna happen face to face. Unfortunately, Bill, I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, but I'm gonna do this. Please explain to me why.
You got to. If you didn't, people would say things, Trent.
I guess they would. All right, let's bring her in, man. Ingrid is here. She's officially joined Total Nonstop Impact.
Yeah.
Look at that. We even have the high Ingrid side. All right, Ingrid. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, but I should just say everybody's going to be my last broadcast ever. Go ahead, Ingrid. just say it all right now. Everything you wanted to tell me.
I work today. All right. Hi, everyone. I have lags today, so bear with me.
All right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Say whatever you wanted to say. Just start. Just start at the top of the show.
You want me to insult you now?
Yeah.
You're ready for the insult now?
I'm ready for the insult now.
I'm going to bring it in on you. It's more fun to build it up as you make mistakes, Trent.
No. It's not good. I'm going to watch my ass today, but I figured I should just let you have the floor and say, God. Just say it all. Put it out there at the top of the whole thing. Just start.
See, that's not how I work. I work more by insulting you as you work badly.
All right, fair enough.
Not when you haven't done anything yet.
Yeah, you got to get off the tracks first, Trent.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I got to yell at you first, and then I'll come back to you.
Jaybone, why am I doing this to myself, man? Come on, man.
Tis the season, Trent.
I guess so. Well, Ingrid, I'll start off nice. I'm gonna make nicey nice here. Okay. All right, so tell us about
It's a holiday season. I'll be nice.
It is.
Tell me about me.
Yeah, tell us who you are. Tell us what you do. People know you work for Impact. A lot of people don't know. Tell us.
I am the floor director, which is a fancy way of saying stage manager for Impact Wrestling. I work ringside while you guys are watching matches. Normally, if you've gone to our live events, I help you do on-cams. I get the fans involved. I try and get everyone happy, cheering and yaying for Josh. I get ring gear, I hand off microphones, I watch mic traffic. I get props for everybody with Bravo. Me and Bravo go prop shopping. So all the props you see are bought by Bravo and I.
Nice.
That's awesome.
So pretty much you do all the shit that nobody knows or wants to do. You handle it all. You take care of it, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Right.
Okay.
I print formats for management. I know all the inner secrets before anyone else. That's my job. Be quiet and not say anything.
So how the hell are you allowed to be on the show? You know people are going to press you for info. All these lunatics in the chat are going to ask you what's going to happen. What did we just see? How come Deonna won 2 awards today? You think I ask you all that types of shit like that?
Well, Tasha won 2 last year. Why can't Deonna win 2?
Yeah.
Oh, Tasha won 2 last year, did she?
Yeah, she won 2 last. She won
We
3.
won 3 last year. Fuck. We
Yeah,
don't
she
bear
won the
name
match
around
a year
here too
with
much.
Sami too.
Well, that's
Hey,
right.
you know what though? I'd give it to Tasha though. She did start something.
Sure
And
did.
we just continued on without her. She still did something.
That's true. All right.
So you
fair
can't
enough.
hate her too much.
So tell us more. We know you do that for Impact, but you also wrestle, right? Are you wrestle or are you still wrestling? What's the deal with your wrestling?
I haven't wrestled in a while. I injured my neck a couple years ago, so I started backing off a lot on the wrestling after I injured my neck. I fell out of the ring and landed on cement floor. I trained at Can-Am Wrestling School in Windsor, which is Scott Moore School, and I was trained by Tyson Dukes and Johnny Bravo. And
Nice, okay.
then I learned how to do production with Scott at Border City Wrestling.
Awesome.
So
Nice.
then I got brought in through Scott and a guy named Michael Vetter. Michael Vetter used to work for ESPN, and he was backstage with Impact at the time, and he brought me to the Florida loop.
Cool.
Isn't that the lead singer of Pearl Jam too?
Get out of here, Jaybone. Cut his mic. Cut his mic.
I don't
My
think
God.
so. I think it's a different person.
Come on, man.
So, yeah, I started wrestling in 2011.
2011. Okay,
Long
so
time
for a
ago.
while. Holy shit. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Like
yeah.
we always hear that you wrestled or you were wrestling, so I wasn't sure if you were still active or what your deal was. But
I
cool.
do matches with people I trust. That's more what it is. If I feel like that person isn't going to hurt me or harm me, then I'm more likely to do it.
Gotcha. So you'll never wrestle Kyle. That's what we're trying to establish here, right? Like that would never
No,
happen.
I mean, I'll punch out Kyle for you if that's what you want. That's
We
not
might
a
have to have
problem.
that. We might have to have that. Okay. All right. The other thing we got to confirm here.
You
is-
can, yeah, and then have Bravo film it.
That'd be awesome, Bill. I think we should do that. We got it. We've been to the St. Clair College in Windsor, and I get isn't that where they run those Can-Am shows too? Isn't that St. Clair?
Yeah.
Is that the deal?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So Bill,
They do
here's
a
the
couple
deal.
of like the mom and pop shows too at different locations.
All right. So Bill, here's the deal. We convinced Callihan to come down to one of these shows. Then we just set him up. I'm talking like feed him to the wolves. And just fucking and what are we even wanting to do? Jaybone, all those insults, man, all those inappropriate comments about your daughter he's made. This is it. We set him up for this shit.
Yeah, you
We're
can't blame a passport because I think they run what was that Bellevue, Michigan too? Like you probably get down.
Well,
to
if he
Michigan.
blames the passport, we'll just bring him to Michigan to Rhino shows, and we'll beat him up
There
at
you go.
Rhino show.
There we go. Beautiful.
Nice.
Just spear that little bastard in half.
Oh dear God! If Rhino's involved, somebody's not walking away.
Good. As long as it's Kyle and pain.
No.
That's all I care about.
Fun fact: Rhino's actually scared of me, so I could get it to happen.
Wait, Rhino's scared of you? Tell us this story now. Why is everybody scared of you, Ingrid? Why aren't
Yeah.
you nice to anybody?
So
Like I fear you. I'm nervous. I'm on my
Right.
best behavior over here, acting like a little child. Like I don't want to piss off Santa Claus for 2 days before Christmas. Why is everybody scared of you? Why is everybody scared of you?
Okay, so in my defense, Rhino's car was stored in my garage for about a year, and I needed it to move
Not
so I
in
could
his
put
garage.
Impact stuff in the car.
There's so much shit in this
No,
garage.
his car was in my garage.
So his
his
car's in your
garage has
garage,
everything.
and the six-sided ring's
He was
probably in
supposed
your
to show
garage.
up on a certain day.
Okay.
So he was supposed to show up a certain day to come get this car. He didn't show up. He shows up the next day without telling me, and he woke me up. And he was terrified to wake me up, so he called Bravo to wake me up to come get the car out of the garage for him.
Oh, jeez.
And he told Bravo he was scared and didn't want to make me mad. So apparently, I have just that face that scares people away. So that's what it is. I don't say
Rhino.
anything to me, Rhino. I'm scared of Rhino myself.
If Rhino's listening right now, what would you say to him? Cut a promo on Rhino about being scared.
I would never put a oh no, I love Rhino and he knows it. He just I don't know. I want to know why Rhino's scared of me. Like I don't do anything to him. I'm just intimidating.
Let's
guess.
settle this out. Let's settle this. I want you to call Rhino right now. We'll say it's a Christmas miracle
No,
or
thank you.
something. Come on.
No, thank you.
It's only 10:30.
I'm good.
I want to know
I'm
what
good.
Rhino's
He'll be like,
doing
why is it
right
your phone?
now.
I'm not answering it.
I imagine Rhino sitting there like beside a campfire, like reading like children's books about Christmas and the magic of Christmas to like his kids or something. Can I have that? Can I just have that visual, Ingrid? Don't ruin it for me. Just let me believe that's what's happening right now.
All right. I won't ruin that, but it wouldn't happen, but all right.
All right, so cool. The wrestling, we got the Impact stuff. Very nice. We want to confirm one thing. Now, Ingrid, tell us the truth. How much does Bravo hate this show now? He really doesn't like us, right? Can you confirm that for us, please?
I don't think he doesn't like you guys. I think he doesn't like when you hate things outright without waiting for the answer what's going to happen.
We don't do that. We don't hate.
Yes, you do. Yes, you
where
do.
Where do we hate anything? I don't hate anything. Alicia hates a lot of stuff.
You're so impatient, Trent. Don't even lie.
Okay,
when's Rohit going to get over? Rohit lost so many watches. Oh, God. When's Rohit going to win something?
Ingrid, you know, well, we lost Ingrid. What happened? What happened? That she leaves on that note? What happened here?
No. I think I know what happened there. When they get that animated, it's if you're in what we use and you hit anything on your keyboard, it kicks you out. So that's
what is this, Demolition Man, where if we act inappropriately, we get fined or something? I know.
What the hell?
Just use the 3 seashells and you'll be fine.
She'll be back in a minute.
She's back right now. She's back right now. Look at this. Well, I want to know what happened over here.
Hey, go ahead.
What happened?
I think you kicked me out, Trent.
I didn't do anything. I can't be blamed for this. I didn't do anything. I was waiting for the.
Where were your hands?
No, listen, Ingrid. For someone who works, someone in the business, my hands are here. Someone in the business, you say, "Oh, you guys are impatient. Why is Rohit?" It's like we're trying to do a show over here too. Okay, it's a lot of someone animating for this show a little bit. We're trying to sell a product. For God's sake, work with me a little bit. Come on, you're on the inside.
The only product you're trying to sell is Rohit. You're not trying to sell Impact.
I'm selling that. Ingrid, I get on this goddamn thing 3 times a week to sell Impact, and even that goddamn Impact Plus, which everybody's still pissed off at, by the way, about what happened with that whole deal. But I get on here 3 times a week. In my personal time, I drag Bill and Jaybone out of bed on two of those, or all three of those. I get Alicia out here on Tuesday night. Alicia just got fianced. She would rather be hanging out with him. But I got him here. Let's talk about,
Fianced? Is that like Chris Fianced?
It's a verb.
Fetch, are we trying to make that happen?
Yeah, fianced. And I bring her on here. I'm like, hey, Alicia, I really know you just got engaged. I got to have you over here talking about Rich Swann for 2 hours. All right. So listen, don't tell me I'm not pushing Impact Wrestling. That's all I fucking do around here. But she left again. She left again. This has to be a game. They have to be played. All right,
hands up here! I swear to God, I didn't do it.
This is Jaybone's fault. But anyway, she'll be back in a second. We keep losing her. What happened? I'm setting her up, and she's leaving. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Well, Jaybone, I don't know what happened to Ingrid. I really need a retaliation here. Something's going on.
Bill, she's loading the shots fired right now.
Her connection might be a little wonky. We'll get her back.
We'll get her back in. We'll get her back. Unless she left. I don't know what happened there.
I don't know. I think it might be Trent.
I didn't do anything. I was trying to prove my case.
Yeah, she'll be back. Anyway,
I did create a new word there, Alicia. Fiance.
We gotta be looking through these comments. They're hilarious.
Try my iPod. Okay, she's coming back.
She's switching.
Weird. I wonder what's going on with her computer. But anyway,
she has an older computer, so that's probably what it is. As a guess.
So we're going to talk about the show in a little bit, guys. We got the awards that happened today, a couple of exclusive segments, and a kind of a little piece of news that's going to be interesting to discuss because it's something we've been, well, Ingrid was saying, impatient about. Got a little revealed today, but I got my curiosity about that too. What happened? Must have been Jaybone's hat. That's why she left. My God, Jaybone, what kind of bah humbug hat are you wearing here? Anyway, let's see this hat.
Well, I barbecued this in my backyard last week. And this is what's left of it. So
clearly, what it looks like. Yeah, what happened to that hat?
The tag's in here. No, it's real.
It looks like it killed something and put it on your head. What is going on here? Daniel Spencer's asking, Bill in a hotel room. Bill, you are in a hotel. While waiting for Ingrid to come back here, what you're on tour. You're on another wrestling tour, aren't you?
Yeah, part wrestling tour, but part also just vacation, little Christmas holiday.
Okay,
I am back at the site of the old Impact Zone. I'm in Orlando right now. So I actually did take some footage. There might be a video uploaded in the near future. I did because they actually have something going on in the original Impact Zone, Soundstage 21.
Nice.
They have a display / attraction. So I took footage of that and also walked by the old stage 20 and 19. As Ingrid said, she came down during her first Impact, I believe, was the Orlando Loop. So she's familiar with that. But yeah, no, stay tuned for that. But while I was down here, I also went to 2 shows. And one actually had Johnny Swinger, the Swingman. Daddy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the Swingman was there?
Swingman was there.
Swingman was the only one who was there, right?
You guys swing?
Another Impact folk.
Swingman, and then as well as David Penzer, the voice of Impact.
Ooh.
And also, we talked about him earlier. I'd like to say maybe a future Impact guy, free agent now, Davey Boy Smith Jr.
Nice. We talked about, we had a little chat before the show with Bison and Joe about David Boy Smith Jr. So that was a big thing that came up and how they would love to have him. So
big with the UK, like they with the new UK TV deal, maybe a tour, maybe British Boot Camp 3. I don't think there's a bigger UK name available right now.
We'll see what happens, man. 2020 was a big year for signings. I mean, what could happen in 21? It's gonna be fun to see, man.
The
All right,
possibilities
so-
are limitless.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. You guys got to be nice to me now because my brother-in-law is actually in the chat. What's
Oh,
up, Richard?
Richard, brother-in-law's joint. Where did
Hello,
that
fam.
come
It's
from?
the family time of the year.
Are you sending links to your family for each show, Jaybone? Is that what you're doing?
That just shows the reach of the show. It's worldwide. It's even hitting the other side of Wisconsin.
All the way across Wisconsin to the other side of Wisconsin. It's usually okay. Cool. Well, how can you let us know when he leaves so I can go back to treating you how I can normally treat you, though?
Do whatever. It's all good. I'm sure the more entertaining, the better. So, hey,
We gotta
maybe he'll get some more family to watch too.
We need to find out what happened to Ingrid here, guys. I'm really bummed out. I did not
she's
get
going to a new device.
All right, that's the last we got.
That's
Okay.
the last we got.
But all right, so we'll stall.
We'll get her back. We'll get her back.
We got any-
Alicia, what's up on your end? Are you just getting ready? More and more Christmas stuff going on? Preparations?
Yeah, just get ready to get some baking done, some cooking,
Nice.
doing
What-
the
what-
Italian appetizers for Christmas Eve.
Man, just go to Alicia's house. We'll
Now,
just
just appetizers, or are you doing the 7 fishes? I hear Italian. Yeah,
Not doing the fishes.
All right.
Well, as long
Just
as
doing
nobody's
apps.
swimming with the fishes.
Well, in my
You will
experience
be.
at 7 Fish dinners, as long as they don't have the eyes, I'm okay. As long as they don't look at me. I'm
Oh
okay.
God!
I don't eat fish though, so
Like in the Christmas story, it's
Check it out at my
smiling.
house.
I recently
Well, it's okay if it smiles, as long as it doesn't have eyes.
I recently just learned of this 7-fish dinner that Italian families. I just found out about it. And I was fascinated. I was like, wow, I never knew about this.
Oh boy.
You get the octopus as one of them, you're looking good.
Man.
Oh,
I
octopus
could-
is fantastic.
I don't know, man. I can't do it.
Depends. Some people eat the. I cut off the. I like a surgeon with the suction cups.
Oh, fuck. I cannot. I would not be able to eat those. No way.
I dated an Italian girl for years back when I was a very young bone, and I have no clue what this.
Well, you didn't get the invite? You didn't get the invite at the holidays?
Would you invite
Oh,
this guy to
I-
your house? Would you bring this
Were
guy
you
over?
wearing that
Willem?
hat?
What do you wear? With this hat on?
This hat is not that old, guys. No, this is back in the mid 90s.
It's been that long, huh, Jaybone? It's been that long. I'm not sure where Ingrid's at. If she pops in, we'll pop back and let's at least start doing the review a little bit.
That's fine.
There's not too much crazy review to talk about, more so just the awards and stuff. So let's do that. Is anybody talking to Ingrid on the side? But you got a side convo going on? DMs anywhere? Can somebody just make sure she's all right and let us know what's going on?
I'll check on her.
All right, cool. Let's kick it off. We got so Bill, the award show. We had 4 given out today, I believe. It was tag team, wrestler, knockout, and I'm missing one. X Division. Yeah.
There's a breaking one that literally just dropped minutes
Chris
ago.
Bay, right? Chris Bay.
Yes.
Wait, what happened?
Yeah.
And technically, there was feud of the last 3 years.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I'll show this one, but I've got like cards of all the other. But this one literally just broke a few minutes ago. So hang on.
All right, let's
The
pull it
guy
up.
but now it was a fan vote, who I would have chosen for X division. Well, I believe I said it on Sunday.
2021, one to watch, Chris Bay.
They didn't put that on the show though.
No, that's interesting.
I wonder why not.
Well, I think there's
show.
official awards like the X division, the tag team, and then there's like another like we'll just say Impact given. These are all because remember those other awards are fan vote awards. These are given awards.
You know what this reminds me of? Like you need to watch the Grammys, and then like there's like never like the ones you want on the show. It's like where's
These
the
are
medal
the technical
category?
awards.
Yeah, that's like the ones that happen before the show starts, and it's like
Oh, there you go. Kevin Martin telling us.
all right, social media exclusive awards. Jesus Christ, why am I always wrong for questioning anything around here? I just question it. It made no
Patience.
sense.
You're impatient, Trent.
Very
Now.
impatient.
That's your new t-shirt.
or Kevin didn't edit it in time. Kevin, did you not edit the graphic in time to get it inserted into the show?
Trying to throw Kevin under the bus.
Are you telling me I'm impatient, or maybe it wasn't ready in time by your edit team? Maybe that could have been what happened.
Yikes.
No reason that shouldn't be in the show. That's it. Social media exclusive doesn't make any sense, Kevin. They already put the post out for everybody else anyway. Impatient. I like what is this this term everyone's throwing at me in the chat. Impatient. But Kevin, you've patented a word here that people are going to really be throwing at me for a while.
You're banned from Waffle Houses across the country.
Man, I'd be fucked. Did I ever tell you what Kevin Martin ordered at Waffle House? Did I mention this, by the way?
Oh, yeah.
3 orders of smothered and covered hash browns. That's
Delicious.
it.
The best. Oh, we gotta.
She's back. I think she's back. Let me get her in here. Here we go. Are you back? You left us at such a perfect time for a response.
I'm
What's going
not
on?
fully back. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Let's
bear
pick
with
up where you left off before you leave us again.
Okay.
All right.
I should have I don't know, just technology and Ingrid are not winning tonight. I'm Melissa
If
Santos
Ingrid
for the
was-
role tonight.
Hey,
We changed my name to Melissa Santos tonight.
Oh shit! Take that comment by Daniel Spencer down. I want that comment from Daniel Spencer down first before I address this. All right, thank you very much. Yes, we'll call her Melissa Santos now. Let's change the name on the little thing right there. No, Ingrid, at least you have the widescreen camera and it's not like this. And at least you have the camera the right way. That's what I'm getting.
Well,
at.
I'm still on the laptop.
Okay, that
I'm still on the
works.
laptop. The iPad is too old, so there's that whole problem.
Yeah, because that's the
technology.
issue. I noticed StreamYard just did that. You can't. You have to be very up
You
to
can only
date.
do mic. Yeah,
Okay,
you can only do microphone if you're in the mic. So if I kick out, well, worst case scenario, we'll go to my cell phone. How's that?
Deal. All right, we'll do that.
Cell
We'll do
phones
that.
usually work. What kind of? So you don't have one of those little flip phones, do you?
Hopefully not.
Yes, it's a
Hopefully
flip
not
phone.
flip phone.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a smartphone. This could work. I'm getting threats. Ingrid, I'm getting threats by people such as Kevin Martin and Daniel Spencer. Your staff here that you wrangle are threatening me in the chat. Can you help me out, please? I
Well,
need
that
you're on
makes
my
me
show.
feeling
today.
better. Daniel's not touching my problem.
Daniel, well, for now he is your problem. Today he's your problem. He's yours.
Oh.
Can you wrangle him?
Apparently,
Please?
Kevin's not even the problem.
All right, guys, play.
So,
All right, so Ingrid,
write all complaints about Daniel to Brandon Toll.
Oh.
Okay. Everybody go. No, don't tweet Brandon Toll. Not right now.
Brandon would
Daniel
love it.
Spencer-
He didn't even lie. He'd be so happy people were tweeting him.
Oh, come on. How many people in the
Love
chat do
it.
not follow Brandon Toll? Help Brandon Toll out. Apparently,
Yeah,
he's
everyone
gonna
go follow
tweet.
Brandon Toll. That's a baseball card.
Yeah, I
things.
think he was getting close to a number he was trying to get to.
Was he?
forget.
Go follow Brandon Toll.
2000s. I forget something.
And if
but
you like baseball and sports,
he does.
you know.
And
go
he
for
also
that.
occasionally does old Impact cards too.
He does. He does get those
Yeah.
out sometimes. Ingrid, do you have a key to wherever the vault is of like old merch? Maybe I'm asking for a friend like named Bill. Is there like a warehouse of old merchandise or collectibles that we could maybe
Like-
drive by and check?
Like how old?
Whatever's where's the vault? That's what I want to know. Where's the old like warehouse where all this stuff's sitting?
So for what I understand from the Jarrett regime, there's not a whole lot left behind.
Where's it?
I
going?
have from the current last 2 years.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to know where that Jared.
That's
regime
how they
stuff
got
is.
our tunnels.
What? Oh, really? Okay. I want to know where the Jarrett regime stuff is. Bill, where the hell could that be? Because it's not like
I know where
of it
some
away.
of it is.
It's in Florida, but it's gone with somebody that doesn't work with us anymore.
Yes.
Oh man,
that's where. Yeah.
Oh, I think I heard this. Okay, so he's holding it hostage. That sucks. We want that goddamn DFW tapes back.
Fair enough to go after it.
Shit. Bill, this could be a nice little 2021 resolution for you to go threaten the guy holding all that merch. You get to keep whatever you get. That's the best part.
I don't think he's holding it hostage. I just don't think we cared enough to go after it. Do you know what I mean? It was just kind of let's start over and go where we go.
Yeah, that was the kind of forget the TNA period at the beginning. So
Bill cares enough to go after. Let's just say that. All right, Bill, we'll talk off.
I care. I have stuff that's from when I was a fan, but I just think as a company, Impact was just like, you know what? Let's just try and save the company. You know?
Yeah.
All right, Bill. I'm sorry, not Bill. Ingrid. Now, can you maybe like hook us up when shows come back here? Like maybe get us in on like premium seats. You know, like Bill already pays
Bill already
enough.
gets premium seats.
He pays for premium seats. Now, can you work out a deal for the four of us? Not Kate, not Kyle. Kyle doesn't count. But the four of us here. You hook us up with a nice little premium box. Maybe get them to get our name on the screen. Like, hey, join us! Look who's in the crowd, everybody! It's all Nonstop Impact crew, and we do the wave to the camera and everything. Kind of the cool.
I don't know if I have that power. I mean, I can probably get you some seats every once in a while, but I think getting you on camera is a Josh Mathews question.
Well, then it's never going to happen. Josh Mathews forgets who I am every time I speak to him.
Don't make Josh Mathews mad.
I don't.
Well, what if we put over his very stylish socks that he had on TV today during the episode? I mean, those socks. My cat was enthralled by those socks.
I didn't see him. Wasn't looking at the socks.
Ingrid, did you know Josh Mathews used to have a fashion podcast? You ever listen to Josh Mathews? I did
know this.
You ever listen to his fashion podcast?
No, I did not. Fun fact. Okay, there's members of the roster that I used to have fan pages that I used to run years ago. So it's weird for me working with him now. Yeah. So it's weird working for him because I used to run fan pages for him.
Just look at these socks, folks. I mean, look at this.
That's great socks. He's a fashionable guy.
These socks.
My cat is just, or maybe it's the shoes. I think it's the socks, but it's the sock game, definitely.
Oh, wow.
It's an exciting night up in Wisconsin there, Jaybone. Real exciting night going on.
We're on a cheese curd, so we look at socks. I don't know.
Wait a minute. All right, Ingrid, who were the people you had fan pages of? That's what we want to know. Tell us.
Oh, man. I had like 23 fan pages. You don't even understand. I learned how to do graphic design in like junior high, and I would make all these wrestling fan pages because back in the day you do e-feds and you needed pictures for your e-fed characters, right? Yep, so I would make all these websites, so I had pictures for all my e-feds. And then I just
like Jordan Grace
rolled out that way and I just became a thing. Yeah, you know what? I saw that. For websites, I had Hardy Boys, I had Lita, I had Kurt Hawkins, I had I had a Josh Mathews one for a hot minute when he was Tough Enough.
What?
I had Angelina Love. I had Madison Rain. I had Velvet Sky. I had Machine Guns. I had so many fan sites. They took over and I couldn't do anymore, so I just closed them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Too much time.
I mean,
I learned how to do videos and all that stuff, man.
That's pretty cool. So was it a trip when you started working there and you're like, wait, I used to...
Weird. It's still weird for me.
I can imagine.
Super weird.
It's good. Like, do you get to call them like coworkers? Yeah,
but you know what? Like, I still treat them like coworkers, but I also like try to avoid them because I'm uncomfortable. I'm like, I won't bother Eric Young today. I'm gonna go over here.
Yeah.
Eric Young, I got your vest.
They're still an inner fan.
See you later.
See you later.
It's weird being an old TNA fan and then working at TNA, but it's not called TNA anymore. That messes a little bit too, right?
Are you going to take this from Daniel Spencer? He's calling you Ingmark. Are you going to take this from Daniel Spencer? He's hot tonight. He's in the chat.
Hey, Daniel Spencer, one of us is employed by Impact and the other one is not.
Come on. Jesus. Jesus. I'm not. It's not directed at me today.
Come on, man.
It ain't no secret. I need a job.
So, I mean, yeah, whatever.
So Josh Mathews had a fan page. That's awesome. That's awesome. Are these still up anywhere? Can we see these? Can Jaybone pull it up right now?
Oh no, they're gone. They were on those MSN groups, and then it got pushed to some other site, and I don't think the sites exist anymore.
Jaybone, you were going to say something earlier.
GeoCities.
Oh no, nothing. I got nothing.
Maybe you got that hat. So I'm still trying to figure that out, but that's about it. Well, cool.
It'll be here all week, folks. Try the fish.
Jesus. So Ingrid, any Christmas plans? What are you up to for Christmas? And you guys are coming back in January as well, right? I mean, Impact's back with Hard to Kill.
Right.
Is that a whole week of tapings, or when do you guys go back?
We go back in the middle of January for 3 or 4 days. And then I am there for like 5 to 6 days because I help build the ring with the referees and Bravo. We build the ring with the local crew and set up all the lighting and all that shit is getting set up at the same time while we're building the ring. So I'm there ahead of time building all the pay-per-view goodies.
How does it feel? How does it feel during all the pandemic? Right, no fans, soundstage type stuff. Like, is it weird? Like for you, even on the crew and like the production crew. Like, what's the vibe from you guys?
You know what? I didn't go to the first set of tapings they did at Skyway when it first happened because I didn't know how we were going to address COVID and all that stuff. And I have history of bad health. So Scott was like more than happy, like, take your time, stay at home. Let's figure out what we're doing. And then after they figured out, like, we clean between each matches, we clean the mats, we clean microphones. They get cleaned between each match. I honestly believe that we did a really good job. I've not had, the first COVID thing was like last taping, and it was after people got home, and I didn't get it. There barely anyone else did. Everybody there's a lot of false positives. No one actually had it. So, and then there's that like rumor that they didn't tell us that there was somebody that was positive. They told us, and they told all of us. So they did take good care of us, and we all get temperature checked and all that. You're supposed to get COVID tested before you go in, before we go on our road trips, and then when you go home. So they don't want you. That's why our tapings are so far apart too, right? They want us to take care of ourselves in quarantine, regardless.
That makes sense.
So I want to thank you. I never felt unsafe.
I want to thank you for clearing that up because there's been a lot of little shit sheets out there that have been spreading stuff around. So I really appreciate you shining a light on that and letting the fans and our audience know how safe it really is, that Impact Wrestling isn't some podunk company that doesn't care about their wrestlers' health. Thank you.
Well, I know they didn't give out like, hey, so-and-so had COVID. They didn't say that, but they did send out an email saying, hey, somebody came up positive, please go get tested, et cetera, et cetera. And then we all just communicated with each other, and said, hey, I came up negative, and we all talked to each other.
Right.
As far as I know, that wrestler and staff and anybody else that had it, nobody else has ever said, But Scott takes it really seriously. If you're walking around backstage and not wearing a mask, he'll say it to you, but put your mask on. So if you're caught not wearing one, he'll tell you. If we're sitting next to each other in production meeting, we're supposed to be wearing a mask the whole time. So I sit alone in the corner.
So he'll Tom Cruise your ass.
He'll Tom Cruise your ass. What does that mean?
You don't know Tom Cruise?
Last week.
Oh, God.
I know who Tom Cruise is. I just don't follow the joke.
So he had like a meltdown on people on set because they weren't wearing masks or following protocol for COVID or whatever. And so he had a meltdown and someone recorded it.
He went off. Yeah, it was very colorful.
You know what, though? We have people that work behind the scenes and wrestlers that have immune issues. You got to take care of everyone else.
Yeah. Oh, we lost her, guys. She's right in the middle of something great.
That's enough, Tread.
This is a conspiracy. It's not me cutting her out of here.
Is it the hat?
Maybe it's the hat.
It's got to be that hat.
It's just killing like signals. Damn. Well, that's interesting. Let's talk about it for a minute before we jump in anywhere else. That's somebody who oversees that cleaning up. Like somebody who oversees cleaning the ramp, make sure there's sanitization going on, and she's literally telling you right here how it works. So to any sheets that doubted the company or anything,
just because they don't come out with a statement, because they and most companies aren't really addressing it, but there's no win to addressing it.
No, exactly. So cool. No, Ingrid, we were just saying that's awesome to hear from you directly. Like, that's somebody who's there on site when that stuff's going on. So all these people speculating with all this bullshit. This is somebody right here who's
anybody that ventures into the world knowing, because a lot of places that are open, depending on where you're at in the country, that's a lot more than a lot of places are doing.
True.
Some people are doing it right. Impact's doing it right. And there are even some small indies, so I won't put them all together, that are doing the right steps as well. So
it's good. It's real good. Ingrid, you back? Everything good? You hear us?
Yeah, if I get bumped over, I'm gonna switch to my phone. So
okay.
If it happens again, everyone, I apologize. I don't know. My Wi-Fi says strong, so something might.
It's the TNI curse.
It's the curse. The curse.
Man, even it's me.
You weren't safe, Ingrid. You weren't safe from all
I thought it was. See, that's why I should stay in the chat, because now I can't talk to them. I talk to you guys, and I keep getting kicked out.
Well, that's cool. No, it's a trip though. Like you said, to be a fan of the company and then get to work there, especially when there's people who were there during those fan days and stuff. So it's super. It is super cool just to know that story exists. I can imagine, not even you, right? There's also like all these. There's so many like wrestlers who grew up as fans as kids of TNA, too,
right?
Like Kiera and Ethan and Josh,
Chris
right?
Bay. Yeah, Chris Bay, big one.
Who's another one? Like, I pretty much almost this whole crew. Like, they're young enough to have grown up with it.
Generation, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
where a lot of us all watched it, right? So it's a whole thing.
Yeah, Jaybone, you and I were talking. For any kid who's like in their early 20s, mid 20s, maybe. Like, as far as you knew, there was only two companies around this whole time. You know, you knew WWE and TNA, and that was it. That's who's on TV for a long time.
Right? Yeah, because before the big shift in social media presence, whatever was on TV was getting the attention, and even exactly.
That's
but now everything's getting attention. You can give anything as much attention as you want because of streaming sites, social media, YouTube, whatever, smart TV access to said stuff. Yeah.
that hat's blocking your thought waves, Jaybone. I don't know what's going on here.
But it's all about those two initials, T and V.
It's a little warm. I'm not gonna lie. It's like my head is shrinking by the minute.
Well, Ingrid, no, you mentioned you guys go down super early. Like, how does that work with work? Like, do you do anything outside of wrestling also that you have to kind of make work with your life? Because wrestling's demanding, right? Like, they need you to do shit in the middle of the night all the time, store this in your garage, come down for a week. Like, is it hard to balance with, like, being someone who's responsible for a lot of stuff? Is it hard to balance with real life?
Yes and no. I work 3 days a week at a dog daycare. So it works out for me because I get free boarding with my dogs. So whenever I go to town, my dogs go with my friends that are working there,
Nice.
So I do that on the side. I used to do 6 days a week. And then Impact was like, hey, can you cut down your days? We'll give you more money, but you're going to be doing more stuff. So I cut down my days so I have more time for Impact. Like, I'm on conference calls here and there, or I'm getting props. A lot of the time it's Bravo and I driving down early. Because, like, Bravo doesn't just do on-screen character stuff.
Oh, we lost her again. What the hell? Go to the phone, Ingrid. Go to the phone. What the hell? What keeps happening with this? And then every time she cuts out, my camera blurs. It's really weird. It's really trippy.
Are you saying it's wonky there?
It's a little wonky.
I got Sami Callihan interference here.
A little bit. You get the fuzz, Sami. I would like it if we should get that in here later on. The ICU thing, the takeover thing. So every time Jaybone starts talking, I just throw it up there. And he's like, wait a minute. Oh, I guess it's Sami again. I'm sorry, Jaybone. I guess it's Sami. How about this?
I think it's ICU.
Let me play one of the things, or a couple of the videos Bison got for us while we're waiting for. Let's play that now while I wait for Ingrid to come back. I don't know if you guys saw this. So Bison surprised us with a couple of gifts, and one of them being a video sent in to us by
Big LG Doc Gallows here, and I want to wish a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to all the total Nonstop Impact crew. Bison, Joe, Trent, Jaybone, Callihan, Bill, and Alicia. Good shit, guys. Happy holidays. You guys are killing it. Congratulations. You've reached over 1,000 subs on YouTube. Bison, I know you're driving the train over there. You guys are kicking some serious ass. So I love it. I love you guys being so into Impact, being involved. Impact's growing. It's great to have you guys along. It's going to be a badass 2021. Trust me, we're working on some really cool shit. I can't wait to hear what you guys think about all of it. So once again, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Too sweet.
Look at that. Look at that. Bison, he puts himself over to begin with. How about that, huh?
There you go.
We're breaking his balls for that in our little... Ingrid, you're back on your phone. I think this is better. It looks like it is better so far. She's on mute. We got to unmute her. We unmute her.
Like she just...
Oh, what the hell keeps happening around? This is the curse. The curse has happened.
The curse.
So thanks to Bison for putting himself over on that video to start off with. You know, Bison, you're over conducting the train. What did he say, Bill? Driving the train?
Driving the train.
I said, Bison. I go, Bison. What are you conducting this any train that we're on? That we're just passengers on here. I go, you buy a cameo and you put yourself over?
It's the train on the other side of the pond.
Yeah, seriously. Whatever that backwards train is. Crazy train that Bison runs. But
it's the one with two. It's like a double-decker, big red train looking. I don't know. I'm not from the UK. I don't know. Isn't that a thing over there? They got a big train truss,
double-decker bus,
something with no roof on the second level, and they all poke their heads out, look at a giraffe, and go. I'm never leaving the country. I don't know.
Is fantastic right now.
No, I love the
beyond Milwaukee.
Yeah. I don't get out much. You have to
clearly. All right, we'll wait for her to come back in here in a second. But any more, Jaybone, did they announce any more? Let's talk about this. Let's talk. We don't really have to necessarily go in order in any kind of show order here because it was more the award show. But I want to talk about this thing that Tony Khan, the newest commercial that got paid for today, Bill, by Tony Khan.
Oh, yes.
Let's discuss that.
Hey, Impact Wrestling. It's great to be here tonight.
Impact Wrestling.
Let's talk about this real quick. So Tony Khan announced that they were going through a bunch of stuff. I own this. I'm this rich. Braggity brag. And he said something like, I'll allow Kenny to be on your show and Hard to Kill. And any of your guys want to show up on my show tomorrow, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, this or any future shows, I guess he said.
Yeah. Maybe I was a little impatient on this, but let's see what.
Yeah, it feels like another tease. It feels like, and I'm not one of these impatient ones, but I think Tony's throwing that out there right now. He wants that Impact audience to tune in tomorrow night.
See, and it's interesting because there's a certain Impact Wrestling Knockouts tag team that was first to respond on social media to this.
Oh, really? Who?
In fact, it looks like there might be a little car ride of some Impact folks heading down there.
Interesting.
To a tape show tomorrow?
Maybe. So this is what I found.
He's drunk.
This is from Tasha Steelz. Says, excuse me, Tony Khan. So you say, welcome to Impact Talent to Dynamite? How about I add some flavor? Wait, how about fire and flavor invade your women's division? Sincerely, Knockouts Tag Champs. Ochre?
Ochre? Did Jaybone just ochre?
Oh, he did ochre. That's
my best ochre.
I was trying. She did it on last week's show, and I was at my house and trying to do it like replica. I couldn't do it.
Sounds like a choking pigeon.
Interesting. So listen, maybe we don't know who's gonna show up. It's tape, but obviously they could be. They could be.
And there's this too.
What we got here?
Kiera.
What's she saying? What's she saying? Go ahead, Jay. We'll read it off.
Says Tony Khan, we definitely are hard to kill. I'm sure you'll be watching in January, but keep a close eye out for Fire and Flavor. That's hashtag Fire and Flavor. We plan to start 2021 blazing right out the gate. Ain't that right, Tasha Steelz? Hashtag we ain't never scared. and then someone else might be jumping in the back seat of that car with the 2 knockouts.
Chris, whoa. Look at this. A lot of threats going on here.
Bay, AEW Dynamite. I hear you, Tony Khan. Hashtag Impact on Access TV. So I have a feeling, folks, that we may get a little bonus Christmas gift this week or next week.
Bill Truck's got it right here.
Machine Gun was doing the same thing last week. So there you go, guys. So who knows?
And the big LG.
Who knows, man? I don't know. I'm Jaybone. I'm gonna let you watch and let me know. How about that? We need that soundbite. Bill, you seem a little skeptical though. You were kind of nodding your head on that one.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't think anything's happening tomorrow. I'm not being I'll wait. I'm waiting for it to play out, but I don't expect Impact talent to show up immediately. I think maybe I wait till 21. I'd wait till the 2021 episodes for their show to possibly show up on Dynamite. As you get closer to Hard to Kill, maybe something happens then.
You'd have to, man. I think you'd have to. I don't know, Alicia, we were kind of the most skeptical about this and upset that they didn't have anybody during a prime time. Like tomorrow's it's a tape show. It's Christmas. Yeah, it's gonna be on Dark
on YouTube.
That'd be terrible. They just throw it on Dark, and it's like, come on. No, I don't think they'll do that. But I just feel like you did it on the slow week. The hot week would have been last week. The week before would have been like the hot week.
Well, 2 weeks in. I mean, I'm not. How do I put this?
I fucking hate it.
No, it's not even that I hate it, because I feel like storyline-wise, it's on the right track, but again, the lack of our talent on the other, again, I'm sure it'll change, it always does, and we're impatient, but I don't want to wait. Fuck it. I'm tired of waiting for shit. Sometimes everything can't be a slow burn, period.
There you go.
And that's the thing between live shows and taped shows, they got to time everything perfectly, and not everything always lines up. And that's one thing that Impact Wrestling fans have known to become over the years is patient because of the storytellings. So look, the fact that Tony put it out there like, hey, yeah, go ahead, show up. That at least is another breadcrumb. Like, I know we wanted big, bombastic, all right, half the roster shows up. Holy shit. Look, we're not getting that. We're not getting that. But that's been evident already. But hey, these little breadcrumbs are happening. We got to stay patient, folks. Because I still got to believe with Tony showing up every week now, and Kenny, there's something's going to happen. It's just we just got to wait and see.
We'll see, man. I think they realize. I mean, maybe who knows? They definitely filmed that at Skyway Studios, or that last commercial. So they were there. Who knows what else is in the can? We might get something interesting. The guys were there all together taping something. We'll find out tomorrow. But Jaybone, I'm gonna let you watch it and let me know where I can find a highlight of that
I'm gonna drag your ass into Smash This podcast one of these Wednesdays.
Well, we'll find out what happens, man. Let's see if maybe it's good. Maybe it'll be something to talk about. Give them something to talk about, right? Was that Shania? That was a Shania Twain song. Bill, help me out here. Something to talk about. What do we got? Bonnie Raitt.
Give them something to talk about.
Jesus.
Well, Kevin, I assume it was one of those security guards. And does not even get started when we talk about that with Moose.
Security guards and moves. Yeah, we'll talk about that. How about we start? Ingrid's just message saying she's doing a little something with her mode and trying to clean that up. So hopefully that works. But let's
She'll
talk
be
about.
back.
Yeah, Jaybone, let's run down the awards. Let's talk about the awards. Let's go down the list here.
All right. So starting off, we've got.
Yeah, display the screen. Share screen. Rooney.
Yes, share screen of Rooney.
All right, here we go.
X Division Star of the Year. Ace Austin.
What do you guys think about this one? I really thought it'd be Rohit, man. That guy held the title for most of the year this year. And then Ingrid's going to say I'm putting Rohit over, but I'm serious. That dude was champion like the whole year. I'm surprised the Aces win this one.
Is it a runoff from last year into this year?
No, it's just the highlights they did of him.
I feel like I barely saw him this year. Is that weird or wrong of me to say?
Lately.
Lately, yeah, maybe.
But he even said it in his acceptance speech. It's like, yeah, I was only in the X Division for a couple months.
Yeah, he even says he's like,
Those glasses, though, can we talk about those really quick? Where do I get a pair?
I saw him rocking those at the last indie event I saw him at. And I was like, I wonder if I'll wear those on TV. So
probably. I feel like that's part of whatever new packaging he's coming in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, clearly this was a nice way to see him again, and kind of let you know he's going back to the X Division. Though that was a cool thing. So I guess the team with Fulton is done. We were talking about that. I think it's a quiet way to kill that off because he today was like, I'll be back in the X Division this year, or maybe something like that. So. I don't know.
What happened? To me, it felt like he was putting the X Division behind them.
I thought he was saying, I might tease it again and just kind of giving him a shot. So I thought that was a subtle way to bring him back into the X Division.
See, we got to be careful because supposedly these are all fan votes. So storyline should not be a reflection. But
that's true.
We'll see.
Yeah. Who'd you guys vote for? It's like politics. We don't talk about who we voted for.
I said the other night, I'm Chris Bay. He was my X Division guy.
Jaybone's not talking about it. At
least just give
me a look like where was the vote?
My eyes glazed over and I completely zoned out. Sorry.
She like snapped over. She's like, what? There was a vote I fucking missed out on? Shit.
Angelfire.com. What?
Cool.
All right, so Ace Austin. So we'll see. I mean, he had some stiff competition this year, but Ace is awesome. Mm-hmm. I'm all for him like doing something big next year. Plus, by the way, he's gotten like crazy jacked in the last like 3 months.
His physique is through the roof. My God,
he's like huge. It's crazy, but so we'll see, man. That kid's the future of that company. So all about it.
Is this the transition? Because that is where you can say X Division.
That's it.
Tournament.
Super X Cup, Bill. This is it. He's back. He's back in the X Division.
That tournament.
Should we talk about that cup?
We'll talk about. We'll get to it.
Won't talk about the cup.
Let's knock off the awards and we'll talk about the cup. Right. And there was a lot packed into this episode actually for what it was.
It was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, go ahead, Jay.
All right, so the next award
is
Tag Team of the Year, the Karate. I mean, Ethan Page and Josh Alexander, Dunnorth.
They actually got like a little skit to do too, which I thought was funny. That was like they called each other back and forth. Like Karate Man answered the phone. I thought that was pretty good at the end. But that was cool. I do like that at Josh Alexander's house, he's got a little framed photo of the two of them, look like in his kitchen or something. But yeah, I mean, was there ever any doubt on these guys? I mean, come on, in the chat. I mean, I can't. If anybody in the chat wants to put up an argument for a better team this year, I'll hear it.
No.
Now it's the North, but if the Good Brothers won the title a pay-per-view earlier, maybe the Good Brothers.
You think so?
Just because of
the buzz,
the non-ring work that they bring to the company.
That's
measured. You can look at Kenny Omega right now. That's part of it.
That's the big one, man. What the Good Brothers brought to the company outside of it, I guess.
45 billion views. Sorry, Sami.
But no, the North. Come on, they
still get it. I said if they had to win the title sooner.
Yeah.
Like Deonna, I said well, we'll get into that. We'll get into
right. Bill's he's having flashbacks to Tessa right here. What's going on? And he goes, no, not again. Not again. I can't do this again. Please don't leave. No, Jaybone, anybody other than North in your eyes? I can't think of anybody else.
Oh, as far as tag teams?
Yeah.
Look, the whole division shined. There was never a boring moment. You got to give props though to the North because they went through the entire division. They literally did. I think the only person maybe that they didn't beat, and I'm probably wrong on this too, but I don't remember them facing guys like Reno Scum. Did they face Reno Scum?
I imagine.
I always they had to at some point.
I would think so, yeah.
But I think they went through everyone. And look, the whole division shined, though. It's not like that's your only team. No, I mean, the Motor City Machine Guns came back. We even had short runs by fun teams like TJP and Falaba were fun. The Cousins, the Deaners, that's a fun storyline. And then it even expanded into the whole Wrestle House thing. And I mean, there was all sorts of things going on in the tag division this year that were a blast. But as far as the workhorses of this company, it's the North.
I'm thinking, Alicia, could next year be a Knockouts tag team as tag team of the year since we're going to have Knockouts belts. I think that's got to happen next year.
Why not?
Yeah. The women got to definitely be included in this.
They'll probably include it.
I would imagine. I imagine that you're going to have to. Yeah, you cannot.
It's a category.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
But could maybe be eligible for 2 categories.
That too.
That'd be cool.
Oh, yeah.
That too. So that's cool. The North, congrats to them. They're definitely, without a doubt, the top team this year. What else we got, Jaybone? Get the next one up here.
We got Knockout of the Year, Deonna Purrazzo.
I didn't see this one coming.
Oh.
Honestly, I did not see.
I had a feeling.
No doubt.
Did you? No doubt.
I mean, yeah. They're pushing her to the moon right now, of course.
I mean, that's true.
Two-time.
I think subconsciously I keep thinking of her as just like she only got there in June, July. I'm like, hasn't been there that long.
Yeah.
Well, she got there, remember, a little bit before everybody else. Slammiversary. She got there in June, I guess. Yeah,
that's right. She got there in June.
Yeah.
But still, I guess. But then again, it's like, yeah, who else? I guess had Jordan, man. Jordan had a big
I was
year.
gonna say Jordan. Yeah, Jordan really held it down this year.
Yeah, like Jordan really was the one this year to me. I thought who proved it all, but I don't know. Deonna, I guess. But Bill, you said no doubt, no question.
No doubt.
Really?
We talked about it a little on Sunday because you can't deny that she came in after Tessa and made you forget about Tessa.
That's for sure.
And
that's for sure.
That's huge. And I think she put on maybe the top 2 singles matches of the year.
That's again, yeah. I mean, the one against Jordan was unreal. But yeah, I guess there's an argument to be made because she's more like the second half of the year dominated since she got there. But then the first half, I guess it would have been Jordan.
Mm.
So I don't know. That's an interesting one, but it seems like a very, very split. But I think, but Brandon saying it right here makes sense. Like her run got hit by COVID. Remember that first taping, she wasn't on it at all, right?
Yeah, she was that hurt.
Yeah, that definitely did hurt her. That makes sense. But okay, cool. All right, fair enough. Fair enough on that. Either way, she's gonna have a huge year. She's already lined up for like a gigantic year and really, really has come into her own at the company. So I'm excited. Jay, I think she's set to have a pretty big. I think she's set to just carry this momentum into another year.
Mm.
She is, and she really helped. And we I think we mentioned this the other day on the Sunday dinner, the Impact Plus Weekly that we do every Sunday night. With our world champ disappearing at the start of the year, and then all the fresh faces that came in. The first one, in my opinion, being Deonna Purrazzo, really helped shine a light over that dark cloud when everything started to kind of fall apart, about a third way into the year with the COVID and the championship and everything.
Yeah. Well, we'll see, man. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with the knockouts next year. So cool. All right, what's next, Jaybone?
All right. So last but certainly not least, 2-time winner this year, Deonna Purrazzo, Wrestler of the Year.
Look at this one. I definitely
Amazing.
didn't see. What's the opinion on this one? I mean, it's cool she got. She definitely did great this year. I'm not saying she didn't kick ass this year, but I'm thinking, what's the general vibe on this one? Did we see that coming, or who could it have been? Bill, you're clapping already.
Yes, well, if you watch the Sunday dinner, I gave her Wrestler of the Year too. I said she was going to win both. And the thing is, it's once again the same reason she was Knockout of the Year.
Yeah,
because she just dominated pretty much her division the whole time she was there. She made you forget about the former world champion, not just a Knockouts champion, former world champion. And she put on some of the best matches in the company. Then it's like, well, now when you look at Wrestler of the Year, now you compare it to the men. Who stands in the way there? Rich Swann was injured. Hate to do it, Rich. That's a no. Eddie Edwards, he had a time, not the whole year. Sami, I'd love to say Sami, but not this year.
Not this year, no.
Not this year.
No.
So where are we going here? Who's the contenders for the Wrestler of the Year? It's kind of been a lot of even. A lot of people were up and down. They had highs and they had lows. So consistency is key here, and that's why it's got to be Deonna.
I feel like I would have. He's not around anymore, so it doesn't really count. But I feel like I would have put my money on like Trey or whatever. Trey Miguel.
Trey had a big year too, actually.
Yeah.
But never won.
He never won,
Yeah.
though.
I don't know. My interpretation of Wrestler of the Year probably doesn't like follow the same protocol what's like required of it. But I think about like just overall, even if he didn't win, like he made like a lot of improvement. I really thought he had a shot at the main title. Like, sorry, I know he's not with the company anymore, so it's kind of like pointless to put that out there. But
he had a big year, though. We can't deny he had a big year.
Yeah.
That's the thing, right? So he earned the year for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we all have different criteria, though. It's a perfect thing Alicia mentioned. Like we all kind of have a different take on what it would be for rest of the year, like what counts. But yeah, I mean, I didn't think about it. Yeah, you're right. Trey had a huge year, just for where he was and whatnot. So interesting. What about you, Jaybone? Who would you go with on this?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, she certainly came in all guns blazing and really made a statement and flipped the whole knockouts division on its head. And I mean, the whole company really went through a transition. I know I see some people talking about Moose in there.
Yeah, he would have been my next contender after it.
Because the guy has been unstoppable. And he's another one who, like I've said constantly, has evolved throughout all this. And I think in a positive way. I think the fans have had to be a little patient to see exactly what is coming of all this stuff that Moose is going through this year, especially with the EC3 stuff. That was really a test for Impact Wrestling fans. But, he came out on top. He's refocused. He knows what he's going after now. And we just have to wait and see when that day comes. But yeah, I can't argue with Deonna Purrazzo. She's really knocked it out of the park. Came in, took the championship not once but twice over the course of this latter half of the year. That's a big statement. So that's gonna put an exclamation point on that.
All right. So we'll see where it goes, man. That's a big one for her, though. It's another huge endorsement, but she definitely put the work in. I'm not gonna say she didn't. It's just like this seems like a real rushed kind of like impulse vote or anything. She put the work in. She's been the star of this year. So good for her, man. Again, a company that really always put women over from day one. Proves it right there again that you are. It's not like if this was up north, there'd be several categories within categories. They'd never let it integrate like this, So that's really cool. Impact does that. So, all right, cool. What's next, Jaybone? We got the Genesis tournament, right? The tournament bracket was revealed today.
Well, this was shown first. I want to talk about this. We have another match for Hard to Kill.
Yeah. What do we got?
the X Division Championship is not going to be 1v1. No. It is going to be a three-way. Chris Bay versus Rohit Raju versus the defending Manic for the X Division Championship. There is one former X Division champion that is not too happy about this, and we saw that in the promos in today's episode.
We did. Very interesting. I do like the new Manic mask and makeup deal he's doing. I dig that. I think it looks cool.
It's badass.
It looks badass. So no, this is gonna be a good match, man. Did anybody catch what Bay said though to Rohit?
No,
because Rohit was like, "How could you do this to me? We were teammates," and he's like, "What goes around comes around." Because Rohit fucked him over at the beginning of the year.
Yep.
He's been finessed.
He's like, "You got finessed." So I like the callback. I'm a big nerd for callbacks in the story, and that was a great one right there. Perfect.
Yes.
Lined it up.
So yeah.
We might have.
Oh, wait a minute. What do we got? We got a connection. I think hopefully it seems like Ingrid's coming back in. Let's see if she's around. No, not in. No, wait. I think she's here. Bring her in, Bill. Bring her in. There we are.
Here.
How's it
Computers.
computer phone.
And there's a guest back there. You can see the guest in the back corner over here.
Oh,
yeah.
In the distance.
He's this big.
Tiny.
Well, we're just talking about
he's
the award.
amused by my.
That's funny.
Yeah, I was watching it.
What the? Wait, Alicia's like dying over here. Wait, what happened?
I think
I'm just mildly freaking out. I don't have my glasses on, so I had to like really look to see what she was talking about, and I'm having a slight panic attack.
Oh, wait a minute!
I'm sweaty. I'm buzzing.
Yeah, it was like one of those apparitions.
Oh, no.
Hey, wait a minute! You can't be on here after what happened last time. No way! We're
Hey. Sorry.
I didn't sleep all night the last time you were on here. Pardon me. I did not fucking see that. I did not fucking see that.
It's all good.
Jesus Christ, bravo.
Sorry,
Bravo Jack, by the way.
No warning. I was going to warn you, but then I thought no.
No, thank you.
The
Thank you.
surprise was better. It's worth it.
Beautiful. Yes. Jesus.
He's been
All right.
this whole time while I've been Melissa Santos seeing my life over here.
Melissa Santos has become a verb.
She's a verb.
Yeah.
Technology.
Man, you guys, Comcast sucks. I can't vent about.
I agree. I recently left Comcast again.
Did you?
Yeah.
Man.
Luckily, I have another option. I know Ingrid said she doesn't have many options.
I have WoW or Comcast an option. That's it.
And it's not Women of Wrestling, so that's not a good thing.
Who's going to run my internet for me? I picked that short to not work, right?
Right. So we were just about to talk about the Genesis bracket, the Super X Cup bracket. Let's get that up there, Jaybone. Let's have Ingrid join us in on this real quick.
All right, let's. I'm getting the visual right now
because there's a name in the bracket who I am very surprised to see, but I'm very excited to see him, and he's a fellow Michigan guy. Right there, I'm going to call it right away. Cousin Jake something is in the Super X Cup tournament against DeVarga, which I think is awesome. So it's Ace Austin taking on Suicide.
This is an exciting looking bracket. Fresh faces, former champs. Yeah, this is good. Former
Casey Navarro.
Casey Navarro, Trey
Truly
Lamar.
blessed.
Yeah, Trey Lamar, Crazy Steve, and then Blake Christian, who I just recently saw at AAW down here. So some new names. This is interesting. This is a really interesting little group here, man. But Ingrid, Jake something. He's a local boy for you guys.
His name is Cousin Jake.
Cousin Jake.
Yes, Cousin Jake.
Yeah,
get it right.
His name is Cousin Jake. I don't know, something or other. But I'm fucking happy as hell to see him break out into a singles. So I love it. I always want to see him do this in Impact. I think we're going to see it happen though, which is pretty cool. Any thoughts on? Give me your thoughts on this thing. I don't know how much can you say, Ingrid. Are you sworn to secrecy? You can't like.
I mean, I can say it's going to be a good tournament.
Definitely is going to be a good tournament.
You know what? Jake has always been good. I met him when I first started wrestling. I was on indie shows with him, and he was in a tag team at the time, which is ironic. And he was Jake something. So I mean, he's always been nothing but nice to me, and I always like rooting for him. So when he came to Impact, we were all excited, including person back here. We were all jazzed that us Michigan people are all coming in together. You know, even at different times.
I feel like Michigan's producing like most of the wrestling. Between Michigan and Ohio, like that's wrestling today.
No. There's some garbage in Michigan, okay? There's a lot of good, but there's some garbage out there.
I guess there's garbage everywhere. but
right.
But cool. All right. Well, look, I'm excited about this Genesis. It's nice to see the name back. Super X Cup coming back. There's some new names in here. So I know one thing everybody's always talking about. You have everybody freaks out right away around contract times. They're like, oh my God, why do they keep losing people? It's like, you guys don't recall. I keep trying to tell these people this. I'm like, you're so focused on like they lost 1 or 2 people, but I'm like, do you realize how many they sign when that happens too? It's like they completely fill the cup all of them.
That whole idea of they don't keep anyone. They're just, you know what though, like if they feel comfortable enough trying to go somewhere else and be better, like let them, you know. Like we're always open for people coming back. It's not that we're saying, "Oh, go away and don't come back." You know.
Well, that it's just like I'm like you're always bringing people in, so it's not like you're always losing. You're replenishing constantly.
But Impact TNA was always like that. How many people in TNA back in the day did you guys always know? Like we didn't know who Chris Sabin and Petey Williams were. That's who made them, you know. So you got to look at like the bigger picture here. Is that's where people are learning to be themselves and finding their characters.
And that's what we're always pushing over here for anybody who doesn't get it. Like that's what you have to think about. There's a lot of early development at the company. There's a lot of people like nobody knew who AJ Styles was. Where were you watching all the throwbacks for the throwback show we do on Thursday? Nobody knew who. Yeah, Chris Sabin, AJ Styles, all these guys were at the time. And it's like, look what happens. They grow them to be huge people within this company and beyond. So realize that you might have a lot of young talent because other talent goes elsewhere, but that's your next generation. That's who always they're constantly. It's such the most evolving company out there.
Look at Eric Young. He left and he came back. You know, like, you never know who's going to come back. So
exactly,
you can't be too down when somebody might come back. You know.
True.
Hey, look, Bravo came back from the dead.
Came back to life.
It's true. He never died technically.
That's true. He never died. Almost.
Now, although they talk again tonight how Scott wanted to pull the plug again.
Yeah, Bravo. What's up with that, man? Bring him over here. What's up with that? You want take a shot at Scott D'Amore right now. I'm told
he would never. He would never.
I'm not taking a shot at Scott D'Amore. I'm going to take a shot at you.
This is unbelievable.
I don't mean to cut into your time. Excuse me for 1 second. Once again, you guys are a review show, and I respect all of your opinions, but it is my job. It is my job, Trent, to review the review show. So I heard a little rumor that there was an issue that, oh, my God, Bravo took 30 days to recover from his bullet shot, and that's very hard to believe, and that's a hard pill to swallow. But I don't hear any critiques about us bringing a man back from the dead. Father James Mitchell was dead, and we brought him back from heaven. I don't hear any complaints about that. I don't hear complaints about there being an undead realm. Are we actually believing there's an undead realm? Maybe there isn't. Maybe there isn't. But oh my God, Bravo recovered 30 days with a gunshot. That was so horrible. That was so terrible. All I have to say about that is,
I can answer your question easily, Bravo. It's because we don't like you. That's why.
We love Johnny Bravo.
Take it easy, though. All right. Cut it out. You cut it on Ingrid's time over. We're trying to interview you. You've been on the show already, Bravo. I can't believe I'm still talking to him. I don't know why I'm still feeding into this. All right, Ingrid, back to you. Let's talk about Genesis. Hype up Genesis. You're selling Genesis to us. Hype it up to us. You've not like everybody else in the fucking chat's not already gonna watch it, but tell us.
Bro. I don't even have to hype it. These matches that are coming out of this tournament are so good. I can't wait for you guys to see them. They're amazing, and then everybody in them has stepped up their game. So I don't even need to hype it because it's so good.
I'm psyched.
I love seeing the X Division flourish. That's what I liked when I was starting watching.
I don't mean to interrupt.
Here we go again.
Oh, sorry.
This never ends.
She's hyping up Genesis. I'm putting this out there right now. Willie Mack versus Moose. I quit match. Possibly match of the year candidate. Mark my words.
Look at this. Look at this.
I agree.
First week of 2021.
Starting out hot.
That's starting off hot, guys. It's good. No, we're already off to a really good start in 21, so I'm excited about it. But anyway, Ingrid, let's go back to you. We'll forget about Genesis. Forget Genesis. Let's forget the show. We were talking.
There you go. Cover Bravo up and
cover Bravo. Make sure he doesn't steal more of your time. All right,
he only this big on the screen. Keep him this big.
keep him right there.
Like the devil on my shoulder. Like
he's right. Yeah. He does.
He does.
Cuss in your head. Cuss. There's a throwback.
Ingrid, tell us a little more about you now. All right, give us what is favorite part about working at the company as a wrestling fan, as an employee of the company. What's your favorite part about it?
I get to see all the matches before you guys do. That's my favorite part. I literally sit ringside, and I get to watch every match. There's literally 3 of us ringside. There's me, a bell guy, and Penzer, and that's it. Like besides the camera guys. So like I get to see firsthand, like when we.
Who did that?
Best seat in the house, Ingrid.
Yes.
Right, sorry, go ahead. I was giving you a good for you. But no, I mean that's cool. But then how hard is it to like kind of keep that like you want to talk about some of these matches and what happened? Kind of hard not to talk about it, right? If
you know what though? Like you would think that, but I see so many matches a day that they all start blending together. And I'm like, oh, so when I rewatched episodes with you guys, like a fan going, I don't remember that happening in a match. Like so I'm like you guys, I watch along. I don't see any of those backstage vignettes or any of that because I'm sitting ringside. So I get to see stuff all over again. So that's kind of the fun part.
Yeah. I know that feeling pre-pandemic.
Right. When you're a fan at the shows, you don't remember until you see it on TV. You're like, oh yeah, I did see that match. You know, it's the same kind of feeling.
It's all edited in, and I mean it's context of a show and everything too. So it feels different either way. So
right, and so, like say I'll be watching a Steve Young match and I don't get what happened, then I see a pre-tape from beforehand. I'm like, oh, this makes more sense to me now. You know.
Yeah. No, that's cool. That's really cool, and it's something that if you at least get to enjoy it as a fan when it shows later on. Like Bill, like you said, you've been at a ton of these tapings, and sometimes some of them aren't even until weeks later. So you kind of remember being there, but at the same time, you're watching it as a fan and reliving it, which is fun in the context of the show.
Yeah, no. And then obviously you can go days and see 15, 20, 25 matches. And by then, who knows? Yeah.
Right.
Ingrid, did you ever, when you were wrestling, though, did you ever work any dark matches for Impact, anything like that at all? Ever do anything with the company?
No. I was not a very good wrestler. I was good, but I wasn't great. He's going to yell at me now. So
Here we go again.
Fun fact, if you go back and look at Slammiversary when I dressed up as Rosemary, my kick pads say Ingrid Isley on them because I borrowed Ingrid's kick pads to make my Rosemary outfit. So
That's
she
awesome.
may not have had a match on Impact, but her kick pads actually did, and she's a lot better than she actually gives herself.
Yeah, there we go. He's actually can be nice once in a while. Look at that. Jesus.
Ingrid has official Impact merch.
I am my hardest critic, and sometimes that's a bad thing and a good thing. Like I've seen it backstage where some of the wrestlers you wouldn't think that are very insecure about their matches are, and it must be just a wrestler thing because I'm the same way. I don't like any of my matches. I think they're all garbage. So when I could do more production, I was actually excited because it made me feel better anxiety-wise. You know, I was like, oh, okay, I can do this. Because I'm very like organized mentally. Like I like to be very clean and put together when I think things through. And if something goes bad, you just have to keep going because you're in front of fans, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wrestled mostly in Canada and Michigan, sometimes Ohio and Indiana, but for the most part, I was in Canada.
Gotcha.
So I mean, I'm hard on myself. So I like chain wrestling. I'm very like Daniel Bryan technically style. So I like doing that stuff. Not many girls do it that style. Well, now they do, but when I was learning, they were.
Oh, that's impressive.
That is pretty cool. That is really cool. And like you said, wait, actually, here's a good follow-up question. Where can people see any of your matches? Are they anywhere? If people didn't want to go check out any matches out? Come on.
They're gone.
They're all gone? They're not on YouTube, nothing? You took them all down? They got to be
I
somewhere.
have no power over what is online, but there's nothing good on there.
That means there may be something on YouTube, it sounds like.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
there might be.
We'll definitely try to get a screenshot of the keypad. So that's a nice little fun fact for anybody who wants to throw a little trivia at Slammiversary to 2020. But cool. No, so that's awesome. What would you say is the hardest part of your job, though? I'm curious because I've seen you do your job and it's not easy. I see you have to handle like a ton of shit. What's the hardest part about dealing with this? Wrestlers are not easy people to deal with, Ingrid. They can be pains in the asses.
I mean, a lot of my job is hard, but I've gotten to the point where it's like I've gotten a system down. So I try to think of like the hardest part. I think, yeah, he just said what it was. Throwing the Good Brothers beer while you think that's nothing.
Oh yeah.
When one of them can't catch, very hard. And then it's your fault that they didn't catch it, and it's not. So that's one of my hard part, right? And then making sure like on TV you don't see all the gear sitting around, right? So I'd like crawl on my hands and knees. Like that's kind of stressful to not be on camera.
Yeah.
Like at the high.
Especially in I'm sure in an arena where there's fans. Absolutely. That's a little tricky too.
Well, yeah, to the fans, I gotta be like, hey, can someone clear me so I can go over there? Then they tell me, okay, go Ingrid, I have to crawl as quick as possible and then get back because I'm not on camera. Like, especially like the Vegas stuff, because the arena's so big in Vegas, I had to crawl all the way around the ring. I normally have to have helpers.
Shit, man. I do want to go on those Vegas tapings one day. Bill, you've never invited me. You've been to all of them. I've never gotten a single invite here.
Everybody's welcome to come.
If you can go to the Vegas tapings, go, because there's like that Fridays and stuff that's in the building, and that's where all the wrestlers eat too. So if you're a fan, you want a chance to meet one of the wrestlers. Probably the best point is because they're in the right.
I can never go meet anybody because the one time I took a picture with a friend of mine, the two of you grilled me like I was a summertime sausage.
You were not working, Trent. You were supposed to be.
You know, I can't believe I'm getting heat for taking photos with you. Hey, Bravo, you want to come in here and talk about this? Come right ahead, because you really busted my chops online enough about this. You know, this is unbelievable. I took a picture with a friend of mine.
I would say Trent did work here and there, but he was caught multiple times sitting in the locker room, sitting next to wrestlers and chit chatting too.
We were talking. We were talking. Maybe we were talking shop. Okay, maybe we were talking a little shop.
Do you think you're a good brother?
Yeah, maybe.
And you were supposed to be following somebody around and working with them, and you were not.
Hey,
with them.
I did that for a lot of the day. There's moments where I'm going to take a little breather for a second and have a little
There's
chat.
no breather when you're in production, man. You're just going. There's no time to sit and talk. I don't get to talk to my friends when I'm working.
Well, somehow, and I'm not saying you, but all these wrestlers, after every taping, there's 1,000 photos of all of them together at the gym, at the donut shop, in each other's hotel room. They're all relaxing too. I can have a minute.
Now while they're at work.
It wasn't after tapings.
I was.
They go and hang out before and after.
This is the problem. This is like, you know, when you're a kid and your parents never see you doing like the good stuff. They always catch you like doing bad. They're like, well, you didn't do your homework.
Wait. I did just say you did work here and there. But
I wasn't a here and there. I was working. I was running around following Penza for 2.5 days and Matt Striker 2.5 days. I was trying, but you know, at a certain point they got sick of me following them.
Impact works. They catch you if you're not working. Do you think WWE would let you hang out with the wrestlers? Probably not.
I wasn't. All right, listen. Anyway, I want to go back to this photo. I took a picture with Rohit. Okay, I took a picture. Ingrid likes to bring up that I bumped Ethan Page when he's about to take his Banana Republic photo to try to get his little modeling shots over. I get yelled at because I was like, I'm gonna take a picture with my guy.
He's paid to be taking his picture.
Is he paid to be taking a picture, or is it a hey Basil, you're my buddy? Let me take this photo.
Like,
all right, but look, I made him wait for like 32 seconds.
Anyways,
32 seconds. Ethan Page had to wait for me, but I have not heard the end of it from these two. It's incredible. I have,
life lesson.
It's like blood in the water for a shark frenzy, bro.
Fuck.
You slipped up.
You live and you learn, Trent. You live and you learn.
I will say this at least. Ingrid was nice enough to wish me a happy birthday because I was working there on my birthday, and she was nice enough to wish me she was the first one to wish me a happy birthday. And so yeah, thank you. That was a nice thing. Even though
and I will
Ingrid is an angel.
In case you want to know, Trent did help me set up the wedding decorations for Bravo and Rosemary's wedding. I asked him to.
That was all me, baby. I took care of that. You see that?
I did it with you.
Yeah, you did. I mean, you were in your own world. I'm talking, the people you were instructing. It was me and a couple of like Mims and all those guys.
Driving the train for that.
Yeah, I was driving the train.
It was like me. It was me, Trent, Daniel Spencer, and another gentleman that was bitching. We're cutting all these canvases for the fans to buy. So Trent did do that with me.
Yeah, Bill, did you get your souvenir canvas of the Bound for Glory canvas? Did you get one signed?
I may have gotten something lately, but I have not. I don't know if I got that.
Well, I want you to know that if you get that, my hard working hands cut it. Late into the night, I put it in my time.
Or Daniel Spencer could have cut it.
No, it was me. It was probably me. No, it was probably mine. I made sure Bill got the one I cut. But Bill, I'm a musician, Bill, and I extended my hands to cut that canvas, and it's not easy. It's a thick canvas, and I'm strutting and cutting and getting it. I'm like, I'll do this to prove to Ingrid that I'm no slouch. And I said, I'm going to sacrifice myself and do it. And I did, Ingrid. And you're proud of me, aren't you? Please put me over. Jaybone's losing it.
Silence is gold.
All of a sudden, we can't hear Ingrid. I don't know what's going on.
I can't hear Trent anymore. I don't know what's going on.
The silence is deafening.
All right, let's wrap on the show. Did we have anything we left off? We talked Genesis. We had talked the awards. We'd mentioned while Ingrid was gone, we did talk about the whole thing Tony Khan said about Impact being welcome tomorrow to Dynamite. So what did we miss? Anything else on the show? Pretty much.
There is one little thing.
Go ahead.
That did get teased, and it did get put over on social media. A little tiny audible clip.
Okay.
So Scott D'Amore and Josh were talking about the Knockouts tag titles, and they said, "Be on the lookout when there is the crowning of the Knockouts tag titles, that there's going to be some sort of surprise." And what that is, I think we could only imagine. My guess, if I want to throw something out there real quick, is I think a former Knockouts tag champ might come back to hand over the new titles to whoever wins. Just a guess.
Interesting, huh? How about this, guys in the chat? Take your guesses who that would be. If a former Knockouts tag team champion showed up to hand over titles. There was a lot of good Knockouts back in the day, Ingrid. If you could bring back an old school Knockout, being that you're an old TNA fan, who would you bring back? Because there was a ton of awesome Knockouts tag team champions even. But who would you bring back if you could bring one back? You get one.
All right. I can't name one. Or maybe two.
All right.
Wait, you want tag teams or do you want a single knockout?
Let's go.
Either or.
Either or. Pick whatever you want. I don't care. Pick two.
I mean, I get that this probably won't ever happen, but you never know because it's wrestling. Never say never. I would like it to be the Beautiful People, but that's because that's who was like running the show for a long time. But I also have to give props to Taylor Wilde and Sarita because they were cool too, right? So
Taylor Wilde's been hinting at a comeback. She has been hinting at a comeback. She had her podcast. Check her. That she's been hinting at it, and then she's got a podcast, which our buddy Truck's a big fan of Taylor Wilde's podcast. I was putting her over, so definitely check that out.
Sadly, it didn't happen, but she said she was going to be there. I had a ticket for lockdown in March, but I got locked down instead.
Bill is still not over.
Yeah.
He's so pissed about that union show and lockdown.
We had so much lockdown plans. They were going to be so cool, and then they got thrown in the trash. I was so upset. Man.
I imagine like lockdown would be it'd be like the after party after doing a lockdown where everybody's all amped up, your blood's literally bleeding and surging all night. Like you're just on a high from a night of cage matches. That's gotta be a badass after party. Or a Saturday night at Jaybone's house. But anyway, go on.
That cage is in Windsor. And we
is it really?
Wrestling shows, yeah.
Oh shit. Bill, are you interested in buying a piece of that cage, Bill, for the souvenir room?
I don't think Scott would sell it. He just fixed it.
They're just
well,
like a little...
there's still, speaking of cages, the King of the Mountain match was created. That they made that new cage for No Place Like Home.
Holy shit! Where's
that in the
cage?
garage?
Is that in the garage?
That is not in my garage, but there's discussions that Ingrid has to go get it eventually.
Oh no.
Can you imagine Ingrid's like on a roof of her car?
Penalty box.
Hey, what the fuck's that?
Wouldn't you think? I'm sure they're huge.
So I just picture you driving with it on your roof.
I would not ruin my car for that. God,
Hey, what's that thing on your roof? You got like 10 minutes. So there's this penalty box and it's wrestling match, and you gotta get pinned to get in this thing. And you gotta hang the belt up, and it's like, but you get points. Same time, somebody called Willie Mack. Have him explain this. But, cool.
Right.
Bill, when that goes on sale, I want that. That's got to be like in your house at some point. The penalty box.
It's got to be in my house. Oh,
the penalty box. That
could be intimidating. I don't know about that.
Like your parents walk in, like, don't mind the penalty box, mom and dad. Have a seat in the living room here. Thanks. He's like, all right, Monty, you can go.
Scare females away. If they walked in your house and saw that, they'd be like, "How is that?"
I think it would scare anyone away.
Right?
So that's the episode, guys. That's part one.
There's a few other little.
Are there? Okay, go ahead. Throw them out there.
We got Taya challenge Deonna for Hard to Kill.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
We do.
And there a former manager is in the shot right now. Well, I don't know if it's former. I don't know the relationship between Taya and Johnny Bravo these days.
The floor's open if he wants to come here and yell at us some more and explain what it is. But
it's complicated.
He's not.
It is complicated. I think complicated is the right
the
word
best.
for that relationship.
The best answer.
So that we're looking forward to that.
So that's even more complicated, right? So
Jesus.
We just hope Mr. Mundo's okay.
As long as the dog's okay.
It's always okay.
Good.
Let me see if there's any updates on the card. I'm looking right now.
What else, Bill? You said there's a couple of things you want to throw out there.
Well, and I think we got to address. We did get another Don and Kenny new footage from Don and Kenny to close the show.
Yeah,
I missed it.
Yeah, well, go ahead and point out some of the highlights of what
they were talking there, and I've been pretty. Well, you know me. I'm saying if this goes through Slammiversary, Kenny might be my Wrestler of the Year for Impact next year. But I'm going to stop there because he really put over his AEW title as the only title that matters in this promo, which hurt me a little bit. And Don was doing his typical Don things. He's the invisible hand, but
so that could be fun, man. That's we might be getting into starting getting it up a gear here, which is nice. There was a couple of bombs on this one with with Tony inviting Impact over. This whole thing, we might be getting some momentum that we've been wanting to see in this whole storyline. So I'm excited to see where it goes. It'd be a good way to close the year out. So next week we got part 2 of the award. It's the part 2 of the best of, correct? And then there's no more awards to give out, right? Are the awards all done?
No, there's some more matches.
No, there's I just found this. This is a social media exclusive that just dropped a little bit ago. Apparently they're not done, folks. We're gonna keep getting these.
Oh, there's more coming out tonight?
So there's the finishing move of the year went to the Good Brothers and the Magic Killer.
It's a cool picture. I like that. Magic Killer. So I don't even remember. Oh, yeah, this was on the ballot. Yeah. So I wonder why they're doing this here. Ingrid, what's going on? Kevin Martin, somebody explain me why
social media awards.
Exclusive. No, social media. We should have been on the show. On the show. You had a show.
Well, and then there's thank you speeches and stuff like that I'm not going to play, but yeah, there's reactions from the winners. So
they were cut for TV. It's like when they play the music, the orchestra.
Cool. All right, sounds good. So we got that. So maybe there'll be. I don't know if there'll be another one before the night ends, but you got 2 announced online. If you guys missed those, go check them out online. You got the promos to go with them too. So take a listen. Thank you, Jaybone. Anything else, Bill?
No, I think that was it. We got a little things here and there, but nothing that really affects the possible cards or any other details. So I think that wraps it up.
All right, cool. So that's on part 2 will be next week. And then that's it. That's the cap on 2020. Ingrid, highlight of the year. Oh, sorry. Alicia, were you going to say something? I'm sorry.
Yeah. No,
Okay. Ingrid, what? Okay, as we're closing out 2020, what's your highlight of 2020 at Impact Wrestling? If you had to pick one big moment you're going to hang your hat on for this year, what would you say?
Oh, Slammiversary. Sure.
Yeah,
like,
I think that's
like you wouldn't have guessed that COVID would bring such good things to Impact, and you didn't know what was going to happen. So when all these people unfortunately lost their jobs, I was like glad that Impact could help. You know what I mean? And it was really cool to see like Eric Young back, because that was a big deal to me, because I was really mad they weren't using him in the other place. So that's my one big one. I like Slammiversary, all the new people coming, and you can see like everyone in the roster is excited. You know, like everyone's happy to be there and jazz where we're going. You know.
Yeah, no, and that's one thing we always talk about too, is just how this roster seems to really. You don't have to like everybody you work with, but you definitely have to share a passion. I think this roster shows that every week. You can see it. I was fortunate to see it firsthand, that it's a roster that truly respects each other and really just wants the company to just keep growing, and they just have a great vibe, and it shows on the show, man. I think and Slammiversary was another explanation of it. Like, all these new people came in and they gelled right into the programs, what's going on, and just all we're working to better the company. So I think Slam is definitely a highlight of the year, if not the biggest moment of the year for sure. So I'm looking forward.
It just helped the more of us become family even more too, right? Because we were all dealing with the pandemic together, and it was fun to do something to make other people happy. You know, like
True.
So we're all doing it for the fans, make them happy, because it sucks. You're sitting at home doing nothing. You know.
Yeah. And one thing we talked about last week's show, we talked about how wrestling, as things are shutting down, like the whole world shutting down, somehow wrestling found a way to keep going.
I
awesome.
Understand why fans don't like that we don't have fans, but it shows you how much Impact cares about the people that work there and the people that are around the environment, that, you know, they don't want their fans getting COVID and getting sick. They don't want the wrestlers getting sick. They want us to be healthy. You know, and I know it sucks having empty arenas sometimes, but sometimes you get like the good moments, like Josh Alexander and Ethan Page yelling at each other, and you can actually hear them. You know,
absolutely. No, it's an amazing. I personally was like, we were talking about it. To me, it's like live theater at that point, and I think everyone's skills got so much better. Cause it's like, shit, I don't have a crowd to play off of. I gotta translate all of this. Yeah, and it proves that. I think everybody comes out better for it, including that no good son of a in the back over there. Even him comes out better with this. I'm looking at you, Glasses. It's all about you, me and you. I see you.
And speaking of Glasses, we did get confirmation from Skull that the emote will be there later this week.
Yeah, we can reveal that right now. Later this week. The new Twitch emote. We'll have two coming up. Now, one of them is going to be Monty Brown by popular vote, as voted by listeners. The other one, also by popular vote, is going to be the face of the greatest manager in wrestling today. John, capital E period Bravo, is going to be the new TNI emote with the sun, with the earmuffs and the glasses. So that'll be coming out later this week. You're famous, kid. We're gonna make you on this show. We'll get you over.
You're famous. It wasn't from Impact, it was from you guys, right? That made people know who he was.
We got him over. That's all I know is okay. He might. I don't care. He's on TV. I don't care if he's on TV in 100 countries, because for anybody who always keeps questioning Impact, they're on TV in like 100 countries. So forget anybody who keeps thinking, oh, doesn't have the reach other companies does. Now it does. Enough. Even though that guy is on a TV in 100 countries, still. The show that got him over is the show that's over in like 3 states out of 50 right here. It's all Nonstop Impact. Right.
I called up Scott D'Amore and begged him not to pull the plug. You're welcome.
There we go. That's Jaybone. You can thank Jaybone.
You know what? That was announced too. Their relationship there and Moose being the first one. Well, one of them next year.
Oh, yes. 2021 Micro Brawlers. Moose,
cool.
Yes.
So, Bill, I'm sure they'll be on the collection. The merchtable.com will have it, right?
I'm not big because then you gotta collect a lot. So my buddy Dave's huge with them. He'll have them all. Of course I'll have a Moose.
You gotta have a Moose. Well, cool, guys. That's it. That's Impact on Access TV for the 22nd of December, Christmas week. Ingrid, any Christmas plans? What do you got coming up this week? What are you doing?
I work at the dog daycare for you people, so you guys can have Christmas. So I will be with dogs all day.
Which is not bad.
Sounds great.
I think a lot of people would prefer.
It's really fun. It's a fun job, so I don't mind.
I bet a lot of people, Alicia, would rather hang out with a bunch of puppies than their
I know
families
I
on
would.
Christmas.
I hate people.
Same here, Alicia. Same here.
Awesome. Well, yeah, we're all doing our thing. Everybody in the chat, I wanted to thank you all. It's been a really, really awesome month for us, an awesome year in general. We'll do a final big ol' thank you next week on next week's show, but definitely thank you guys. And I want to wish everybody a really good, happy holiday and a safe week and a Merry Christmas to everybody. We're going to get out of here. Let's start getting our plugs in here, and we'll roll up and we'll get everybody to on with Christmas festivities. Bill, I missed anything else? Make sure I didn't miss anything here.
No. That's everything from the show. But it was revealed, and it was John Emmett of Bravo. We know what the E stands for.
We do know what the E stands for.
The E has changed.
Was it a lie?
Times.
Oh,
Yes.
Wait a minute. Oh, here he comes.
Well, that's what was said during the Scott D'Amore, the coach.
Here we go.
The origin of what the E means. How many people here watch Sanford and Son?
Here.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know the joke, my name is Fred G. Sanford. The G stands for whatever fit the situation.
Yes.
That's what the gimmick is with John capital letter E period Bravo. It's supposed to change because if you go back and look at a skit that I did with Scarlett and Taya, I said the E stood for erotic.
Well, that's right. That's right. We talked about it.
So whatever the situation is, I stole it from Red Fox and Sanford and Son, and that's the E is whatever fits the situation at the time. So there is no actual answer to what it is. I
love it. I love it.
that.
This guy. Is there a manager of the year category in these awards? Because we got to get one.
Should be.
How about this? Ingrid? Since they're announcing social media awards, do we have a shot if we bug the shit out of Garrett, who runs the social media? And will he take if we unleash all these lunatics in our chat and say, guys, tweet Scott right now? There should be a manager of the year category. The winner should be Bravo. Announce it, you coward, and see if he actually does it.
Wait, are you going to be the one to tell James Mitchell and Caleb with a K?
Oh, see, there's others. There's
Jim knows. Jim just came back.
I'll take care of Caleb. You take care of the guy from the
you can deal with the devil and
shouldn't Basil have to deal with Caleb?
Yeah, we'll put Basil on Caleb. He can handle that.
There you go.
He stole his gimmick and all. But so there you go. So everybody go bother Scott. Tell him we need a manager of the year category. It should be Bravo, and get your vote in right now. Maybe Bravo. We can get you over. We can close out your strong year pretty strong here. You know what I'm saying? We can just add a little beef to that year. But all right. Ingrid, where can people connect with you, find you, and you can play TV code, plug all that stuff too?
I have a Twitter at canam_Ingrid. And on there you can pre-order Hard to Kill. There's a link on my app. And then on Instagram, I'm Ingrid Isley.
Ingrid Isley, good. Awesome. And what should anything you want to just plug the show? What you're on?
I'm not on any shows. I hide normally in the background. So if you guys got me even on here is a miracle. I'm not used to being front and center of cameras. So that's all I do at Twitter and Instagram mostly. I mean, I have a Ingrid Isley Facebook. You can try it on it, but there's so many junk people on there. I try to avoid that Facebook. So. All
right, she's what do you call it, Jaybone? The face botch. That's what you call it. Face botch, Instaneck, and the Twitter botch, right? That's your thing.
This kid's learning.
Pre-order Hard to Kill.
Pre-order Hard to Kill. Use Ingrid's coach. She's got it on her Twitter account, which is in the box.
I haven't figured out what I was doing. I'm behind sending some things, so got nothing yet. Give me time.
All right, there you go. We got a little time. We got about a month ish till we go there. All right, cool. Alicia, where can people connect with you?
Only on Instagram under the handle Alicia BKK.
That's it. Only Instagram.
Keeping it simple.
Yeah, you lunatic. Anybody wants to follow her on Twitter but can't just follow the show at We Talk Impact. That's it. Or go follow her Instagram. Yeah. Only on Instagram. Exclusive. There's gonna be pictures of fucking treats and food, huh, Bill? I can't wait to see Alicia's Instagram this holiday season. Her holiday post the best. Like Halloween was fucking great. So she's great at Instagram, guys. Give her some follows. All right, Bill, we're gonna catch you.
Well, you thought you were gonna get a plug, and if you left early thinking it was just gonna be plugs, I left out a piece of news, and it was someone I was giving a hard time to earlier.
Oh, jeez, Bill.
We also got a match for the first Impact of the new year featuring Moose and a 3-minute challenge to the security guard.
Oh,
we now know the name of Matt Palmer.
But not the one Trent hates.
No, not well. I gotta fess up, Ingrid. This was really my beginning of this, and then Trent took it to a new level.
Ahead, so.
I mean, Bill brought it up. I went in a little too much
on the live viewing. It looked like he was fixing his hair.
I understood.
On the instant replay,
I didn't want to see that yet.
It was tougher to tell. But now we have another one that got into a little scuffle with Moose, and then he called out the security guards or indie wrestlers last week. And now there's a match with Matt Palmer that he's got to last 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
And this is a guy that is an indie wrestler. He is known for who he's married to.
Who's he married to? Matt Palmer.
To, that Ember Moon.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
I didn't even know
her.
I remember when she wrestled here as Athena in Chicago on the Indies and Shimmer and stuff. Yeah, so yeah, a long time ago. I didn't know that. Interesting. So that's her husband, huh? Cool. Then he's going to fight Moose. First Impact of 2021, 3-minute challenge. That should be fun, man. Very cool. All right, Bill, get your plug in here. What can we get?
Hey, Trent.
Yes.
Was that challenge your weddings challenge too?
Jesus. Ingrid, my wedding was terrible. Let me reiterate this to all these assholes in the chat.
Well, then that's why she probably left. You put no effort in the wedding.
No, listen, I tried, Ingrid. I tried. This really isn't the time to bring up those open.
It was the effort like cutting the bat.
Yeah, exactly. My ex-wife was a fucking lunatic. Let me just put this out there right now. And she'll watch this if I sue me for defamation.
That's never your fault. No.
She was no,
No, someone put the ring on the finger, so you knew.
Listen, I knew, and I was out of my mind. All right, what can I say? Shit happens.
Sorry, Bill. Continue your plugs.
Yes.
Okay. we assume Trent had ring rust back then. But,
yeah, that was definitely Lawrence.
So, yeah.
It was on Lawrence D plan here.
Twitter and the Instagram and my name, William M. Gardner, Gardner.
Very nice. Jaybone, get all your plugs in there. All 78 shows you do a week. Where can they help it?
It's 78 and a half, damn it. No, so you can catch me
every
over
Wednesday's a half.
Jesus. Yikes.
Which one's Jay?
Wow.
My God, Bill.
Look at your vibe.
See if I have you back. No, so you can catch me over on that other little podcast called Smash This Podcast, where we're smashing all things wrestling. You can catch me tomorrow night to see if there's any follow-up to this whole AEW debacle going on.
Debacle? You were the one supporting it, Jay Bob. We're the ones calling it. You were sitting there telling us to take it easy, calling me
that son of a bitch.
Everything under the sun. Now you're telling a debacle. What happened here?
Well, I'm just saying we got to be patient. We got to see. I'm not saying something's going to happen, but if there is something to happen, I'm going to be covering it on Smash This Podcast. You can find Smash This Podcast on the YouTube, the Twitch, the Instanick, the Facebook, and the Twitter box. You can find me on the Twitter box right here, Jaybone5150.
Very nice. Guys, you can get me at Trent Zuberi over on Twitter or We Talk Impact, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. The show's available on all audio podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, Amazon, Pandora. Subscribe, rate, review. Let us know what you think. Twitch.tv/Total Nonstop Impact, YouTube.com/Total Nonstop Impact, and ProWrestlingTees.com/Total Nonstop Impact. Discord, the link is in the description below. Bill, are you still running some Discord stuff? We got some Discord shit going on.
There's stuff going on, but definitely get in there. Obviously, over the holidays, feel free to post. There's wrestling, all different kinds of wrestling, non-wrestling topics in there. So feel free. But yeah, I think that's something we really want to start getting even more with starting next year.
Very cool. Ingrid, I'm going to let you get the parting word here. Throw me your best, just everything you've been wanting to say to me, grill me for, shit talk me, destroy my mood, my emotions, my fragile ego with. Just throw that at me right now. Just let me have it right now.
See, we already been through this. I don't just insult you for doing nothing.
I'm asking you to.
Doing nothing, like when you're TV taping, doing nothing.
Jesus.
That's my job. I point you out when you're doing nothing. And then you go and get mad. I'm going to take a photo shoot with Rohit. But then Rohit goes, yeah, he probably shouldn't be doing that, right?
Damn.
So he threw you under the bus.
He threw me. I can't believe Rohit, after all I've done with that, all I've done for him, threw me under the bus like that. I took one picture with the guy, Jaybone. They have crucified me for this.
You see him in Chicago all the time. So why didn't you do it at Impact?
All right, Ingrid, look. I'm clearly a Impact Wrestling mark, right? I grew up on the company too, okay?
Right.
And so yeah, it was cool to me to see my friend there. I'm like, hey, cool. We're both here at Impact, and I don't have any pictures with you.
Why would you do it on a background instead of like in front of the ring or something at Teardown?
Because he was already there. He was right there. I was like,
it doesn't say Impact in the background of it. It just is a plain background, but you wouldn't even know it's Impact.
Are you kidding me?
Chicago.
If I would have walked him out and said, hey, buddy, let's take a picture by the ring together.
And he would say, sure, Trent, because we're not filming right now, so this is okay.
No, but you kidding me? I would have got if I got fucking grilled for taking a quick picture back by the backdrop.
Did it at Teardown at the end of the whole TV.
Well, that's different. I should have picked my spots. That's my fault.
Long time.
All right, next time when Bravo's getting a photo shoot, I'm gonna pop in there and insist he take a picture of me.
He'll just punch you right in the face.
He probably would. Yeah, I think he wanted to when I was there. At some point, it looked like he wanted to hit me. And I was just asking him questions. Hey, how does this work? How does that work? And he looked at me like, I want to fucking kill you right now.
Trent.
Yes.
You can't be this at Impact if Scott D'Amore doesn't know who you are.
That's the irony. He knew who I was at one time. Then he forgot who I was.
He asked Bravo who you were.
Right, which is weird because we talked for a long time at the New York Bound for Glory a year and a half ago, and he knew exactly who I was. Fuck.
Hey, maybe I should have went.
For some reason, you must have done something.
I must have done something, man.
Maybe I should have went because Bravo knows who I am. I don't know.
Right?
Yeah.
He could have gotten Jaybone something. He could have just gotten the beers for the Good Brothers for me.
Fuck.
Hey, I'm all about the beers. Yeah,
you want a job?
I'll just let me know when you're going. I'll tag along.
Just leave the hat. Leave the hat at home. Just leave that hat where it is, though.
No, he can wear the hat.
You wear the hat. See, if I was wearing that hat tonight, there's no way I would have gotten away without an insult about the hat. But Jaybone's a nice guy. He likes cats. He gets to get the buy on this.
My cat is fascinated with this hat. She almost pounced on my hat.
Bob, very nice, cool. That's the show, guys. I'm looking forward to next week, and we're gonna close the year out. I would say tomorrow maybe something will happen. We don't know, but if it happens, what you guys gotta do is you gotta make sure anybody in the chat, you have to tweet about it. You gotta buzz on the Impact side about it. Cause it to trend the next day. What was it, Bill? It was trending the day after last, like 2 weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yes.
It was trending into Wednesday. And then kicked back up Wednesday night during Dynamite. The word Impact Wrestling was trending at 17 the next night or something. It's crazy, how I rekindle the trend. Mm-hmm. So you guys got to do that kind of shit if it happens again tomorrow. Start pushing the Impact side.
Yeah, if something happens, I'm sure you will be seeing us at some point.
Yeah, so we might pop in here if something big does happen. We'll get in here, but remember, if you see something, encourage it. Get the Impact trend going back out there and bring some attention.
Yeah,
to
in
that
the meantime, give both Tonys a lot of hell on social media.
Give them some shit. Because do you really want to see this again?
Hey, Impact Wrestling. It's great to be here tonight.
How angry did that make some of our listeners here tonight? No, but listen. So do that, guys. Keep an eye about tomorrow. Let's see how the year closes out. But next week, we'll be back, guys, to close out the year. If you missed it, only on Twitch right now, we did the little holiday special with all of us and then hanging out with Joe and Bison from the TNI UK team. They were in here. We're just hanging out for a couple hours, shooting the shit, catching up with those guys and talking to them. And then all other shows, guys. No throwback this week. It's Christmas Eve, so we're not going to do throwback on Thursday this week. We'll be back with throwback next week, episode 53, right, Bill? 53.
Well, let's see. Wait, but next Thursday, I think, is New Year's Eve, isn't it?
Oh, that's right, New Year's Eve.
So we might not have, unless we reschedule for a different day.
Yeah, we'll let you guys know. Maybe that week we'll reschedule for a different day. But if not, 53 will be the next one. But this Sunday, we'll still jump on with the Impact Plus Weekly. We'll talk about that. And I think that does it. Anything else? Am I missing anything, Jay? You got everything in?
That's it. Let's call it a night.
All right. Let's wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Hey, all the listeners, TNI listeners, thank you guys so much for everything. Have a really wonderful holiday. Merry Christmas. Be safe.
Merry Yuletide.
Merry Yuletide. Merry Yuletide. Bill, give a Christmas wish to these people. Come on. You too, Jaybone. Start thinking of it now. I know you need about a minute. Go ahead.
Well, no, just wish everyone stay happy, healthy. Been a tough year, but made the best of it. Yeah, stay safe. And hopefully 21, things get a lot better. And see you then.
Awesome. Ingrid, thank you very much for being on. We appreciate you hanging out with us. Thank you for all the support you give us. Right. No, you're fine. Thank you for all the support you give us. You and even you, Bravo. Thank you for always supporting us and encouraging what we do. Oh, God. I couldn't get away without it. But what's up?
Love you, Bravo.
Ho, 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 mofo. Good night, everybody.
Good night, thank you very much. John, Ingrid, you guys are awesome. We really appreciate you guys so much. Have a great Christmas, you two. Hang out, Ingrid, for a second. We're going to sign off. We'll talk to you. We'll say goodbye properly on the other side of it. Okay. Everybody in the chat, thank you again. We'll talk to you guys later. Merry Christmas.